Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Red2green back on again. Trying to set up this chart. What an exhausting day today. So AMC sold off. You probably guys aware, right? Wonder where all of those apes are. So low is 1780. So yeah, will it hit 15? Probably. Down to 10? Down to 3? Who knows? Who knows? But also, that's a sign, right? That's a sign of weakness, sign of that the not so smart money are out of the market, and it's worrisome, right? We'll have it's actually makes our job harder as a day trader. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully, well, I don't know. Some part of me is saying that most of that pump happened because of the stimulus check. And I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it makes sense, right? You get that $1,400 or however much you get, and then you just pump it into the market. Not pump it, you just, hodl it. Create this memes of dogs going to the moon and cryptocurrency, Doge coins, etc. And yeah, but exciting, right? Exciting how a $3 stock went all the way to $72. Hey Jason, I traded. Didn't I trade? I don't remember if I traded Pixie. Let me see if I traded Pixie. It might have been So what are you doing with Pixie? Are you short? I hope you're short. Holy guacamole, dude. What's going on there, right? I think we did trade it for the day. You see these spikes right here, the 3 spikes. I think we did day trade it. Oh, never mind. 1 second, I dropped something. Jason, are you short? Are you trading Pixie? What's up? Tell me more. You long term, short term? What are you? Are you back holding it? You just don't want to admit it? Or like, come on, tell me. What's up? So, Pixie. I'm trying to remember if I traded it. I think I did. I'm looking and seeing the list of at least, yeah, okay. So I traded Pixie on the 29th. So that's when I traded Pixie. On December 29th. That's when I traded Pixie. And I'm pretty much flat on it. But looking at gap up on that 28th and then on 29th, yeah. So it's very small range. It's a sub-dollar stock right now. Is it number one shorted stock? Really? What's the short interest on it? I have my tools closed. I don't want to log in here and like try to share my passwords and all this because I wasn't ready for these questions. What's the percentage on short interest on it? I'm trying to think. What was that short interest? Is Finviz showing short interest? There's a short float, 22%. 22.61%. Is that right? So you're saying it's because of that? I'm looking at so the float is low, right? 15.6 million. And if 22% of that 15.4 million are short, I mean, I'm just curious how you got into that. Hopefully not because of the whole, ape movement and diamond hand type of scenario. And like, it's also important if what are your averages, right, on that. And but hey, listen, if you got in at $1.70 or maybe $1.99, right below $2, you could be okay. But if you're averaging down, you could. But dude, if you're in above 10. I mean, look at the largest squeezes, right? For the past year and a half, or past 2 years. 7 to 25. So that would be what, 400%? A little less than 400%. So if you get a 400% squeeze right now, at your maximum hitting maybe $7. So I don't know, man. It's a different type of scenarios. I don't really play these type of scenarios, but I know people who do could make good money on it. But it's definitely risky. So be careful here. It could definitely go opposite way, and you could lose a lot of money. $1.50. I mean, that's a decent average. But still risky. Just watch out. I do short-term trading. I only do like during the day, just like scalping. So I don't I'm not really a fan of holding and hoping kind of scenario. I know a lot of people hold long-term larger cap stocks, not a really 15 million float. What else are you holding? Are you trading anything else or just Pixie? It's cool how Finviz is trending these descending trend lines, and resistances is like almost spot on. All this artificial intelligence are able to really predict stuff. But anyway, so the main thing I wanted to talk about is what's going on with the market overall. Why are we selling off? Why are we seeing things like SoFi? Look at that perfect uptrend. This is a suspiciously perfect uptrend in my opinion. And like how you know, in a normal market you don't really get that, you know, when people want to get in and get out, make some money. So it's definitely a worrisome scenario. So just gotta be careful here. And what I'm trying to say is, our algos are trying to take over. Is that a sign of algos? Maybe not. I mean, people tend to adapt. So if we do end up having algos take over and this trading happen all the time, or for majority of the year, we'll just have to learn how to adapt, create different systems, right? And you know, risk reward ratio, it's same game. It's just maybe different calculations, different profits, etc. But SoFi, I feel like maybe tomorrow we can get some movements on it. So I'm gonna definitely have it on the watch list because the volume was nice on it, and it's not a cheap stock. So the only concern is it's a half a billion share float, which is a lot. But I also feel that since it's shortable, you could get people squeezed out who are bag holding. So like yesterday when I was trading it, I was actually noticing that same approach of a squeeze, except the problem with that stock is the float. It's harder to squeeze somebody when there's shares available on the left and on the right. So that's the only thing to watch out for, and it's good to know that stuff. So I'm gonna take a kind of mental note to myself about the whole float scenario. And wait, why is Jesus? Okay, so SOFI shares float, and let's say we go to this website, right? And that's SOFI, and it's a float 60 million. So it pops as a 60 million float. But if we go to Finviz, it's showing 632 million, and TradingView showing 564. So who do we believe? It's like 10 times the float. So yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, SOFI. I'm gonna have it on the watch list. Let's see how BFRI did. BFRI did anything today? It did a spike here, which is odd. So out of nowhere. And I was rewatching the morning gappers, and I noticed, what was that, AMP? What was that? Yeah, AMP. No, it wasn't. What was it, APM? What was that morning? Yeah, it is APM. So they had news like 7:30 or something, right? The volume was kind of trickling in, and all of a sudden, when the market opens, so on a normal day, we should at least continue. I don't know why it shifts. So on a normal day, it should at least continue to test the highs, right? And it just sold off. It tried, it bounced a little, but and then it sold off. And I guess another thing to look at is Tesla. And you saw what happened to Tesla. Look at that 5 minute, right? This is insane. These swings in price action, I feel like they're insane. And the selling volume at the end and the buying volume at the beginning, like, what is going on? You know, none of this said, well, yeah. So for example, if you were trading the breakout, and here I'm talking about mostly like day trading stuff, so very short term, nothing long term, and like this scenarios, that's what I'm talking about. Like what could potentially happen, or what would I do, you know? And that's just basically what I'm doing. I'm analyzing stock for myself, and you guys welcome to listen in. But break of that high 27, got to 29 and flushed. So, you know, I don't know if anybody's watching who've seen my live streams. I'm dabbling. I'm trying to dabble with options, right? I got the Lightspeed account set up, and like, what would happen if you take an option of a break of that 27? I mean, you got to be quick on that flush. I guarantee you had to be quick on that flush. Otherwise, you would have been eating a lot. You would have gotten eaten alive. Like, literally. That option would have just chewed you up. What was another stock? So we had let me check. And I'm not even sharing my charts. So that's what I was telling. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at that 26 break, 27 into that 29. Like, if you're a short-term trader, that's the area would probably look. That's the first trade, and then the rest of the trades you'd be kind of sketchy. You'd be sketched out. So, and we have one of the viewers, Jeff. He makes a really good comment. He made a good comment one day. What we were doing is we were trading low floaters, and then all of a sudden we just shifted to Tesla. Well, I shifted to Tesla, and then he made a comment saying, "Hey, the day must be really bad if you're going to Tesla," and it's true, because I feel like everybody who have an urge or itch to trade go to Tesla. And you gotta understand that that's where the huge volume coming in. Well, it's not comparably, right? It's not that big, because look at that February of last year volume. That's insane. And then we're kind of just tapering down. Yeah. So, but still, it's shooting. It shut up 200. Yeah, that's nice. What was I want? I wanted to see this. The pre-market. So DBGI was another one, right? DBGI. So, and that's what I wanted to show too. So I believe they also had news at 9. if I'm not mistaken. Look at this. Look at this 5 minute. Like, when I haven't seen this in a while. You know, I get it that it's spiked up, but like, it actually closed red. It was a high topping wick. And you know, the only thing that held up, kind of, quote unquote, is DATS, and I traded DATS today. And that's the stock that got me out of the hole today because of this last push at like 3 o'clock to 2:30. That's when it starts pushing. And I was actually I was thinking to myself, is like, hopefully we will have one of those low floaters push the last market hour. But it's actually, it did a funny thing. It pushed a little bit, and then look at this, it sold off, and it actually sold off below and hit that low of a pre-market open. So and these guys, they had news. Look, they had this news coming in at 8 o'clock. So it's you gotta watch out. You definitely gotta watch out, right? So DATS was one of them. Actually, was it in Casper CSPR as well? Wasn't there CSPR today as well? That one was weird because it spiked at the close of yesterday, and it kind of held the tops. But I didn't think I didn't trade that. Oh, the laser, LAZR. They also had news. They had news at 9. And normally you would have something like right here, red to green. Well, green meaning the high of that pre-market. So if today I didn't trade the market open. I was busy. But if I would have done a market open trade, I would be really loading up, if I'm that type of trader, for that break of 1520 into 1570. And that thing just it was just stale for a while. It was stale for 30 minutes until, and it's slow again. You see the uniformity in those candles? They're very uniform. Like reminds you of this uniformity on SoFi. You see it? So anyway, that's actually, you know, uniformity is bad because that's how machines work, very uniform and proper. Let's talk about the YouTube. I just want to talk about YouTube a little. Oh, and I have the yellow Lamborghini just to catch attention, because we all need to get Lambos, guys, when we make enough money trading. Okay, so RT posted his recap. He's down $20, 21 bucks, and he was down on laser. He traded it in market open. Was it 600 shares? Okay. So not bad, not a bad loss considering, right? But I don't believe laser did move quite a bit. So, and I'm sure, like I said, if I traded market open, I would have traded this area too, because look what happened, right? If you kind of zoom in the whole action here, 1513. I wonder which the candle, did it go down first before going up, or did it like go up, sell off, and then go up again? Anyway, doesn't matter anymore, but it looks like a very, very choppy area for sure. Not surprised. That's not a bad loss. Very good on RT's part. to manage that loss. All right, so let's go over and see who posted anything else. I want to see if okay, let's see if Alex posted anything else today. Hey Jeff, what's up, man? Sorry I didn't see you. Delacroix push this morning on AMC. Yeah, that was a push. But did you guys watch Patrick's video? He's like, he's getting those bait clicks on the videos about AMC. Yeah, Jeff. So I left the stream at 55, I believe. I mentioned that, and I had to really work. For that extra $50 because I was up 84 and I thought I was just gonna call it, and I freaking lost money on DWAC, and then I lost money on, was it Sophie? Yeah, it was. No, I mean Sophie. Yeah, I think it was. It was just frustrating day for sure today. But I'm just glad I'm up $100, considering that I think total trading hours today for me, maybe 2 or 3, which is kind of low. Well, maybe less than that. Maybe total 2 hours, maybe less, hour and a half. Considering that I was not looking at the computer. Yeah, I was streaming, but not necessarily trading. I was kind of like all over the place, right, today. And it's difficult. I was surprised I was able to snatch some money out of it. So let's go back to Alex. What did he do? APM and DATS. So we talked about APM this morning, the news, and I was actually watching that. I was up really early and I saw this was one of the gappers. It was weird too. It's like 1 million volume on the dollar stock, which is normal, but damn. So let's see if he's up. Is he up today? Oh wow, he's up. He's up 550. So he made 670 on that, and he made almost 300. What the hell is WIMI? Yeah, AMC push. Man, I wish it traded more like low flow, because I feel like AMC was trading more like DWAC. But hey, maybe we'll look at AMC tomorrow. I don't know. I want to see what WIMI was. What? What is going on here with WIMI? Like, WIMI is... Okay, so he probably loaded up. I see what he did. Not even watching his video, but I'm assuming here, I'm guessing he probably loaded up on these pullbacks for this thing to do this. That's what he was doing. I think that's what he was trying to do. Which is funny, because wasn't I trying to do this on yeah, I was trying to do this on SoFi. I was waiting for this, and that's where I was started to give back money, because of these false micro breakouts that confused me, you know, because these are really hard to read on level 2, because to push through that next candle high, you have to have a lot of volume, and that volume is noticeable, and you feel like that's enough volume to push that stock. But what is the float on SoFi, guys? What do you guys think? I mean, do you think it's a 500 million share float? Because some websites are showing that it's not. Like this website is showing that it's not. It's showing that it's only 60. You see right here? It's showing that it's 60.3 million. So who do you believe? Yeah, that's my question. So anyway, okay, let's go back to YouTube. So Alex, good job. $500. See, I like this PNL. This is a steady PNL. Actually, I need to hit a like button. There you go, Alex. Here's a like for you. Who else? Matt did not post anything. Max. There's this Matt. So I watched him. $2,200. Scaling in. These are options. I mean, sorry, these are futures. So he's doing NASDAQ here on futures. Look at his. I don't know if you guys see it right on the top corner. So he's 2 contracts. He's long 2 contracts. I believe that's what it means. And he's down $1,000. So that's the scale in aspect of it, right? He has his take profits. Then he's probably going to add another. So he has the what are they called? The divergent? No, not divergence. I forgot what these lines are. The boiler room or whatever that site. He does this trading. Why did I forget it? It's so, oh God, it should be like implanted in my head. Deviations, the standard deviations that I had to like go back and like search into my brain. I'm slow today. So these are the standard deviations, and the funny thing about deviations, you can make as many of them up, as many of them down as you want. I guess if it continues going down, do you keep reassuring and adding the deviations? I don't know. But anyway, so Joey did not post anything from his yesterday $1,600 loss, but it still might be early. Maybe he'll post something. Maybe he posts something. That's the guy who does no, not this. This is the guy that does Connor. He does the standard deviation lines. Like if you watch one of his videos, like you see right here, these are the standard deviation lines. So that's pretty much same concept. And he goes into all these scenarios. I mean, it makes sense. It's like, it's something easy to understand, right? I don't know if you guys seen this guy. He's kind of been off for a bit, but his P&L swings are crazy. Like sometimes he was making like 20-30 grand a pop. Like, I don't know, he was heavy, but I could never understand like exactly what was going on. But he's definitely on the short side. He's one of those. He's very similar to what Haku is doing. I don't know if you guys seen Haku in RT's chat. Very similar scenario, and that's why Haku was down on SoFi today. Because, and I asked him the question too. I asked Haku a question, like what was his average in, but he said it was like basically paper cut. So I don't know. I'm assuming it means that he was shorting the breakouts, like those next pops, and it still continues. So he was shorting here. He probably like, not exactly the top, but he was probably like shorting around this area, hoping that's the turnaround spots. And it continued going up, so that's why it add up. But it ate his profits, right? But you know, it can add up the loss, especially if you don't quit holding. And then if you're heavy at the beginning, that's the problem with scaling in. If you're heavy at the beginning, you know, eventually it sold off, so you would have been in profit. But how many times do you add like your equity? And you can, imagine that thing going like to 30. Yeah, you would be done. Your account would be done. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Anyway, who else? Oh, let's see what Trading Monkey did today. Thinkorswim options live. I want to see if he's positive or negative today, because I don't know, man. I want this guy. Oh God, he did SoFi. He did. I have a question to this guy. Why did you do the options on the $13 stock or $14 stock? Isn't it isn't it kind of like risky, or not risky, but more of I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Like I guess it makes sense in some cases, considering also the fact that SoFi was not that spready. You know, SoFi was not that spready at all. But just thinking out loud here. So what is the P&L? 530, 600. Is he gonna hold it? Okay, that's and Lucid. Anyway. Okay, well he didn't post it on the thumbnail, so 500 down. We already talked about RT. Clay posted something. Top stock, so Clay just does his own thing. He stopped doing the recording. So I don't know why Warrior Trading said that he lost 20 grand. Didn't he lose 12 yesterday and only like 2.5 today? So wouldn't it be like 14.5? Unless my math is wrong, unless I missed something. So alright, Bear Bull Trades. Why we sell the news? Live trade on Baba. Market bouncing back. So I don't know. This guy 1.1 million loss, and I still can't. I can't comprehend this. I can't. Oh, so also you guys know, right? What's his name? Madaz? Like Madaz Bowler, or what's not, like you guys know what I'm talking who I'm talking about? Is it Madaz? I think it's this guy. You guys know him, right? Cameron? Which Cameron? You talking about Connor or? Which one are you talking about, Jeff? Maria Patrick. Anyway, so this guy, right? I've been following him closely too, and he just posted his P&L. And so the 130,000 is nothing for him, because the guy was pushing a million a day the other time, like during last year summer. But the problem was this: for the past almost half a year, he's been down. He's been slowly trickling down, and his last month's winners are pretty much less than his losers. And his winners were around like 27, 12, like 40, like not even 40, like 27k. So for him to lose 132k, that's considered, based on his performance for the past months, that's almost a month's worth of profit. So, but props to the guy for being transparent, right? I know there's going to be a lot of haters and stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. Cameron Foes. Is he on YouTube? This guy? What does he do? Bitcoin going lower? Catchy subs. Maybe I should start doing these subs. What do you guys think? This is like what was that, the silly superhero series, Bad Boys or something like that. Was it, or is it Boys, just Boys or something? I don't know. Yeah, that reminds me of that. 15K. Yeah, that's nice. He's verified. That's cool. That's cool. Jeff, do you follow him? This is the first time I'm seeing it. Planner. So he doesn't do trading, right? He just does the whole review, but he's hoping. Yeah, this is basically all hype. He doesn't, unless you tell me wrong, but I don't see his trading videos here. Like, he's just basically getting people excited about stuff and getting people to know different things, and he's an entertainer. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. Rather than like he doesn't post something like this, right? You don't see this chart. Like you don't see this freaking table and numbers, because that's boring. So, but that's cool. I didn't know. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Crypto guys. Do you guys know any good stock trading guys, like the ones that post videos and trades, like they're open and transparent, other than the ones that I'm talking about? So just let me know, because I would want to like sub to their channels. And I'm talking about like the really like genuine sub. Like RT, I feel like genuine, right? Joey's genuine. Like that's the type of, I feel like, very knowledgeable. Like Warrior Trading would be genuine to me. Also, guys, check out this guy, the stock jock. So this is the guy that I've been actually really extensively watching, because he is doing very, very similar scalping approaches, but in the options area, right? So obviously at the different scale. Here I am making $5, and here he's probably making $5,000. So I don't know, like check him out. I don't know if you guys know him. He does have a YouTube channel, but I think he basically converts viewers into his Twitch from the YouTube. So he's not promoting his YouTube, but he only posted all the green PNL days on YouTube. But like for example, today he was down 12 or 13K. So check him out. Yeah, his PNL swings are big, but his profits are big too, and his losses are big. But overall, he's profitable. But again, he's been struggling not lately too, because of that dead market. Because everybody's used to these, big breakouts happening, and it doesn't matter if you're quick or slow. It doesn't, like your grandma could probably trade during the summer of 2021, and it's definitely different now. You see these. So I feel that a lot of people like Casa left too in trading, and we know when to take profits, right? Or we are really quick about it, and that's what happens, and it's noticeable. And it's a lot more difficult to play in a field where there's people that are knowledgeable, right? Or have a better understanding of the market, or better technology, better internet. They see things faster, maybe programming or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely different. So you guys trading tomorrow? Jeff, Delacroix, I don't know if you guys are still here. I can't even see who's if anybody is on the chat. But if you guys are watching, guys, let me know what you guys doing tomorrow. You trading? Same thing? I don't know. I haven't heard from Sambai lately, so hopefully he didn't come in today. Maybe because I was late. Hopefully you were up, man. I know Clive I believe Clive was up. He was trading DWAC today, so DWC gave really nice momentum. And of course, red to green guy was down like 46 bucks on it at some point. Was 25 shares, guys. 10, 25. I can count it on my hands how many shares I traded. And I was down almost $2 a share. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. Don't follow this guy. One day. And Ski was right about today when I was talking about maybe I'm gonna pause like recaps and maybe stream for a bit. I'm gonna go to the side, and I don't know, maybe I should do it during the stream, maybe like do it together, like practice different scenarios. And I just have to accept the fact that, okay, I'm gonna be red, because obviously I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So anyway, DWC, where I lost money. I lost money on the break of this 80-20. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I don't know. Like, how can you lose money here? There are two straight up candles after that. I don't know. Oh, I know, Jeff, you were up late too, right? You were all like, when I was typing in chat. Piton. Good old Piton. And we got the news too. I don't know. You traded the bounce like Haku. Haku made 9 grand, but he was down 20 or something. How do you know the bottom is coming though? Right? That's another thing, was Piton. So now, okay, there's going to be a lot of those viewers or a lot of people's like, well, the volume changed, the volume profile increased to green, and then I saw the 5-minute candle change to green, like, and you can see it, right? Like, yeah, hindsight 2020. I'm talking about, like, if you never seen Peloton, and I'm going to show you this 5-minute chart right now, like this. Like, I'm going to show you this, like, what are you gonna, will you bet your house that it's gonna bounce here? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but everything says it's a weak stock, bad news. Okay, assuming we're gonna wait for the next candle, okay? So we waited for the next candle. Well, they have to do 5 minutes. Assuming, okay, well, now we popped in the green. So is green volume a bounce? Maybe not. So those are the trades at hard, but I guess if you're scalping it, so we could have did a 5-minute play at 24.77, right? At 24.77, but look at these scalps. False breakout, you have 72 high and 87 and a flush to 24. So 60-cent flush. And then finally we turn around. So if you're scaling in, maybe like a couple trades here on the bounce, or maybe if you're looking at momentum, that false breakout you didn't get in, which is also odd. Maybe you jumped in here. Maybe you jumped like right here because you saw that level 2 people were buying back the stock. I don't know. Yeah, what was the spread on that, Jeff or Delacroix? Do you guys remember what was the spread on Peloton? Because I didn't even pull it up. Like I was busy. I saw Jeff's note about the news that they stopped production. But if you guys remember the spread on it, let me know. I'm trying to see who else posted anything. Nobody else posted anything yet as far as the recaps. Wasn't there there was a software that actually tracked the spread throughout the day. But anyway, yeah, Peloton. If the spread's not bad on that, maybe for play, maybe small shares. 286 million float. If things are right. Eton. Float to, yeah, so float is 280,000 million. So good. Well, not good. It's way below the small caps that I trade, but maybe we'll check it out. Only few cents spread. Yeah, it's if like I said, if the spread's not bad, it might be worth it coming in. But like I hate trading a negative news and you know me, I don't trade on the downside. Maybe I should. I would if I do options, because like mentally, like options you always buy. Like you buy puts, you buy calls, so you always buy, right? So like to me it's kind of like, okay, you always buy. So it's good, you're long. But anyway, okay guys, you have a good evening. It's 8 o'clock, it's past 8. I try to stay up until 8. I know everybody has stuff to do. Thanks for joining, guys. Jeff, Delacroix. Hopefully we'll see more people tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna stream in the evening. I might. It's lately I've been sitting at home. I'm really busy evenings. Can't really go out anywhere, at least for a bit. That's why I started kind of streaming in the evenings. Otherwise, I'll definitely want to be out on Friday somewhere, at least with friends or whatnot. Maybe not in a bar. No, bar scenes are kind of died down. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a good evening. Talk to you guys tomorrow.